This is Orange County's cutest pumpkin patch, and in this video, I'm gonna show you around. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see what I can see. This is the pumpkin patch in Irvine Park at the Irvine Park Railroad. Now, the most famous thing here is the train that you ride, and I'm here right when they open, so there's no line, but when it gets busy, you have to make a reservation, and there can be quite a line. We'll talk more about that as we go, but the train is boarded at the parking lot. Now, this is in Irvine Park, and so to come in here, you do have to pay between $3 to $5 to park, depending upon whether it's a weekday or a weekend. Admission to the pumpkin patch itself is free, but to do the activities, you have to buy a ticket. Tickets are $8 a person, and it's 1 or 2 tickets per activity. Now, coming in here, there's kind of 2 main areas inside. There's the interior from the railroad track, and then there's the exterior. There are tons of pumpkins abound, but it's a pumpkin patch, so of course you can buy pumpkins. There are these little carts that you can use to take your pumpkin to the checkout. The first activity we have up here is the pumpkin moon bounce. My daughter, the 5-year-old Curious Princess, is in there right now, having a good time jumping. I'm shooting this the opening week. This pumpkin patch opens mid-September and runs till Halloween. The day I'm recording this, there are 44 days left until Halloween. Hours are the morning until 6 p.m., so this doesn't run till late in the night, and if you're coming on the weekend, you have to make a reservation. Reservations are $20 and also include a train ride. If you don't make a reservation on the weekend, then you can't come. Here we've got face painting. 2 tickets for the face painting, and these are a whole cool set of places that you can take photos, like an old little kind of like old Irvine town. They've got a little bank of ball that you can throw a ball in and win some prizes. These old school things that you can take a picture as a space ranger. I don't know what that has to do with with this place, but okay. And on weekends, closer to Halloween, weekdays closer to Halloween, then much busier. You can like buy snacks inside. Parking, there's a parking lot right in front of it where I started this, but that gets pretty busy, and so you'll have to go use some of the other parking lots around. Now you can see there's big pumpkins, there's little pumpkins. You would buy these at the place where you saw the ticket counter at the start. And what was this? This was not pumpkin decorating. What's this? Is this pumpkin decorating? They have a couple different decorating stations. What one is this one? This is the cookie decorating, which is cheaper than pumpkin decorating. 1 ticket for the cookie decorating. Okay, so the train, when it runs around, and again, I'll show you more of the train ride as we get to the end of the video. We'll go through here when the train goes by, then they close this off. That's what this fine gentleman is standing here for, to close that gate when the train comes on by. Over this way, we've got a little classic selfie spot that you can take for the Irvine Park Railroad 2025. Kiddos or adults can measure themselves, say, how tall this fall? How tall are you this fall? And if you wonder how tall I am, because it's hard to tell on these videos, Chris is 6 feet tall. All right, there you go. There we go. Right there, at 6 feet. With shoes, I'm like 6'3" if you add my hair. Okay, next up, we've got the Ghost Town Haunted House. This one, don't miss this, free to go in. And here we are inside the haunted house as we come in. Ooh, it's spooky. There's black lights and smoke and orange lights. There's even creepy rocking chairs here in the corner. Ooh, spooky. What do we see over this way, Princess? Oh, there's lightning. It sounds like it's raining. Rest assured it's not, because we're in California. It says Halloween right there. And oh, there's like a jail cell over here. Boo to you. And then, what's going on over here? Oh, there's a coffin. There's someone trying to get out of the coffin next to the witch. We've got a couple banjo skeletons over this way. And there's us in the mirror. Look, what do you say? Oh, she's got a witch's pot. Yeah, I know. Let's not let him out. Let's get out of here before he gets out of there. Next to the haunted house is pumpkin decorating, where people can decorate a pumpkin for 2 tickets. And next to that is the John Deere Tractor Racers, where kiddos can get in one of these tractors, 1 ticket per child, 5 minutes to race around, or for free, they can just sit in front of this one. It's out in front and take a photo. And just to the right of the John Deere racers, we've got a few more activities that are tucked back here in this corner. We've got a little photo spot that you can see here that you can take a picture with a cow. Over in this section, we've got Gone Fishing, that apparently you can do some fishing back there. You see the train as it's running this way. This is the train that goes into the tunnel. You'll see that tunnel when I show you the train ride. The train ride itself is about 10 minutes long, so it goes every 10 or 15 minutes. And here we've got Panning for Gold, one of those classic California attractions, since, it's kind of what California was built on, people coming out here for the gold rush. Lots of cool old trees here, like this tree. I mean, like that stump, looks like it's dead, looks like it's dead, but it's not. It's got another little offshoot coming off it right that way. And here we've got cool places you can sit and take a picture on a hay barrel horse. The train now coming out the other side of that tunnel, and just like the neat scene and sounds of the train running by on weekdays, which is today. The train ticket is just $8. It uses the same tickets that everything else uses, and then you just get in line to ride it. If you come on a weekend, when you buy your ticket, you'll have a specific time that you then arrive and first ride the train, and then after you've ridden the train, then they let you into the pumpkin patch, and they say you have 2 hours to enjoy the pumpkin patch after your train ride. Tells you how busy it is. Here we go. We've got the Ring a Pumpkin. You can win a small pumpkin or a big pumpkin. Over here is the another bounce house. I like the other one better, but they have different ages. So the first one that we saw was ages 2 to 5, and then this one is ages 2 to 12, so older kids can go in here. The Curious Princess, she enjoyed this one last year, these mini diggers. These are pretty cool. 2 tickets per ride to do the diggers. And then you get something like, 5-ish minutes or something like that to operate this digger and dig through the sand. Restrooms are out there in that little barn-looking building. There is a second exit right over here, and so I'm going to show you this to show you the prices of the pumpkins. They get more expensive if you get the bigger pumpkin, but 32 and up, 30, 26, 20, 16, 12, and $6 if you want the little pumpkin right over there. This is the close parking lot, which is probably the main one for the railroad. And over here we have the Irvine Park Railroad restaurant. So if you're hungry before or after or during, you can get some snacks over here. This tells you this was established in 1996, elevation of 565 feet. They've got grubs, they've got sodas. They also sell tickets over here. Basic snacks like ice cream and Skittles and chips and things like that. So, you're not going to get a 10-course meal here. The Curious Princess really enjoyed getting a cherry-flavored icy. Now, as promised, let's take a look at the train ride. The train, it's a pretty big train, comfy seats that'll seat 2 people in each row, suitable for ages, 1 to 99, I would say. The train, it's a slow-moving train, definitely not an adventure ride. It does the first bit through the little railroad property. I showed you the pumpkin patch, and then it goes even farther. It goes through the park itself here. We saw quite a few peacocks on the tour, which was pretty fun. They tell a little bit about the history of the park. They also let you know that this is home to the Orange County Zoo. Admission is just a couple dollars to go into the zoo, so that's fun to connect with this as well. Then once it comes back into the railroad property, you go through the haunted tunnel that we saw in the middle, and this one, it's kind of a neat way to end the train, and it's a little haunted house for the train, so that was a fun little tunnel before it comes out, and then you get off, and then you enter into the pumpkin patch. Oh, and speaking of peacocks, as we got a bit towards closing, the peacocks started to come into the pumpkin patch too. Well, all right, fellow explorers, if you're in Orange County and you want to check out some other pumpkin patches, one of my other favorites is the pumpkin patch at Tanaka Farms. And if you're willing to go a little bit east for the largest pumpkin patch in Southern California, check out the one at Live Oak Canyon. Links are also in the description below. As usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in the next video.